I do random question, my man, Octavion Xcellence.
Yes, sir. We in here.
Alright. Which two artists would you like to see collab on the album together?
Man, major or independently?
Anything.
Anything, man.
Do both. Do both.
All right. Majorly, I'd have to say I want to see a MF Doom and an MF Doom Tyler the Creator album.
Oh, word.
I think that would be dope.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of MF Doom. And independently, I would probably say I would want. This is kind of mix and major. I would definitely want to see a Nick and Drake project together. You know, I wasn't immediately there when they were working together back in the day, but they definitely have good chemistry, and I feel as though they made good music together. So definitely want to see a Nicholas F. Drake project, MF Doom Tyler the Creator project.
Okay. All right, we just had a long conversation about some of your asshole-ish moments.
Oh boy.
But what do you think was your most asshole-ish moment?
Okay. Personal or business-wise? Or both?
Do both. Entertain us.
Personally, I think my most asshole-ish moment was when I had relations with a female in the club in VIP in front of all of my niggas. And my man, Juan Pierce, Climatic Nation, shout out to him. He was on the microphone and said, "Octavion Xcellence, are you having sex in the VIP?" And I replied in the middle of having sex, "Why, yes, I am." Why, yes, I am, Juan Pierce. And my most business...
Hold up. So what was the girl doing?
She was getting penetrated.
I mean, she ain't want to stop it. She just...
really was not really up to, they do what I tell them to do. So, if I'm in the middle of whatever, she was on top of me, and we was on the couch, and she was doing her thing, and Mr. Pierce was like maybe 10 feet away from me, and he couldn't believe it. He turned around and was like, "Are you having sex in the VIP?" And I said, "Well, yes, Mr. Juan Pierce." I took her just like this. I said, "Well, yes, Mr. Juan Pierce. I am Mr. Juan Pierce." That's pretty much how that went. My most asshole-ish business moment. I don't have assholes business. K McCoy, Slapdash, we in there. He has a lot of asshole-ish business moments. I think, I don't know, we've pulled rappers off of the stage in one of their sets because they're trash, or they say something, or they're rapping. Oh yeah, if we book you for a show with Slapdash, do not bring songs with the lyrics. You will be completely booted off stage if you are performing on stage with the song behind you. So if you want to see an asshole-ish moment of mine, do that, and that will supremely become a day you never forget.
Yeah, because that shit is the worst. Man.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. All right, next question. Who do you think is an overrated rapper?
Overrated? Oh boy.
Or who do you think is the most overrated rapper?
Drake. Drake is the most overrated rapper in the history of music.
Why do you say that?
Because Drake, to me, it's sort of like the situation with Scott Storch. Scott Storch was mentored by Lil Jon, Dr. Dre, and Timbaland, and he stole all of their styles and mixed it into one. It makes him a good businessman, but as far as an artist, he's not original, because I know of all the artists that he worked with and the styles that he has taken from each artist, whether it be Fonte, whether it be Nicholas F., whether it be Socrates, or whether it be Colin Monroe, whether it be Trey Songz. He kind of takes a piece of everyone and mixes it himself. To me, that's not an artist. That's just a guy that is like, it's a plagiarism almost. You just take someone else's identity and you make it your own. To me, that's not a good artist. But, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Drake is really overrated, personally. Even though, I like to see him do a project with Nick, he's overrated. Niggas be wooing that shit that there's really no need to be wooing that shit, personally.
Okay. That's your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
My opinion.
What was the first CD that you bought?
Oh, Jay-Z, the Dynasty album.
The Dynasty?
I mean, the whatever album that was. It was the Dynasty, right? Wasn't
that?
Yeah. That was the first hip-hop album I bought. Now, of course, I listened to radio here and there, but I was never a real big hip-hop fan.
Hold up. How old were you when you bought this?
I was a kid when I bought it. I had to be, let's say I'm 24 now, it's probably, I don't know, however long ago it was. I remember listening to it, I was listening to it when I was like maybe 11, 10 maybe. I was in California at the time. And man, that Hustler record was my shit.
Yeah.
I was a child. I think it was like 8th grade. I think it was 8th grade. It was 8th grade. So I was in California. I was in Mount Diablo out there in San Ramon, California for my 8th grade year. And that is the album that I listened to back then. All right. So, sexiest Twitter follower would have to be a good friend of mine, the VCU homecoming queen. I think it was either a year or two ago. Good friend of mine named Armagon. She is one of the most gorgeous people inside and out. I had the pleasure to know her in real life before the Twitter, etc., etc. So that would have to be my sexiest Twitter.
What's the Twitter name?
Oh man, @_Armagon. It's really hard though. Like I can't really spell it off because she's not American, so her name is very unique and spelled uniquely. So you guys gonna have to look for that. I don't really know. Sexiest Facebook friend. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give that one to my peoples. Sky, you're one of the sexiest women I've ever seen in my life, and I had the privilege to know you before all the Facebook shit. But you are technically my Facebook friend, so you are the sexiest Facebook friend I have. So shout out to you, Sky. Shout out for the thrill. Shout out to my man. Shout out all of that and all that. It's all love, but that's that. That's the sexiest, 2 sexiest women from Twitter and Facebook that I happen to know.
All right. Last question, right?
Sure.
If there was a movie about your life, who would you get to play you?
Oh boy, who would I get to play me? Michael Cera. That's who I get to play me. Michael Cera is from Superbad, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, because my life is sarcasm. From the second I wake up to the second I close my eyes, it is nothing but fuckery, shenanigans, and debauchery the whole day. It is nothing but drunken and alcoholic visions and intoxicated and induced bullshit. So that is who I would have to play, and it would probably be called something of the effect of Octavion, most loved by your baby mom, shine without a chain and charm, don't sleep with Virginia, the game's ours. That would be the whole title of the whole movie. That would be the slogan. Hazel lies make ladies smile would be part 2. And depending on who you are, some ladies cry, that would be part 3. See what I'm saying? You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful dealing with Octavian. You know what I'm saying? Those are your random questions?
Yes, sir.
All right.